Alright guys, U.S. Army is ordering 177,000 plates for vest carriers. These are the bulletproof plates that stop even 50 cals. And this means 88,500 people will probably be deployed abroad or domestically is to be seen. But these are huge numbers, and I gotta be honest, I'm not okay with this kind of an order. I mean, this isn't just, okay, there's a new carrier company and we're just updating uniforms and stuff like that. This seems like almost an invasion level supply call. So it'll be interesting to see when and where these plates are used. I highly doubt any of the vests they have at Camp, Pendleton or any of the Army bases would be, need to resupply for the recruits and stuff. So I think this is going to be an order used to either secure the area around Russia or deploy troops for another Jade Helm scenario or go active. So this is very interesting. I told you in the last video what I've been seeing. Today I saw what I thought to be an autonomous helicopter drone in the air. Helicopter the same size as a regular one you'd see flying around with people in it. This one was white. It had no spot for windows that I could see. The shaft between the propeller and the housing was a lot longer. The blades were a little bit longer than I'm traditionally used to seeing for helicopters. This thing was in passing mode. I've seen it pass 2 or 3 times, almost as if it was in a trained pattern to fly. I've seen a military style cargo truck go by missing the back piece where the logo for the civilians would say Pepsi or whatever, the trailer truck part. So, and I've seen a 1 or possibly 2 Humvees that were fully body armored moving up and down the streets, and this is like in the last 2-3 days I've seen this. So I gotta be honest with you folks, I think something is coming, and I'm not okay with this. 177,000 for a supply honestly is not that great. If you think about, even in our worst days, there's probably 5 million standing U.S. troops and probably 20,000 that we could bring in real quick, or 20 million we could reactivate. They would take from our police forces and among other industries, but we could definitely call to service those men and women to fight the good fight along with recruiting new guys. So this is actually a big deal. One sec. Orders 177,000 bulletproof armor plates. If you really think about it, it's 88,500 because there's 2 per person. And it doesn't really say anything about the event, but it basically talks about how it is involving U.S. Armed Forces, and this usually takes place shortly prior to a major event involving U.S. Armed Forces. So people are tracking these military deployments and these large purchase orders by the Department of Defense for critically offensive wartime equipment. And it really hasn't said anything major, so it was by Ceradyne, which I'm not familiar with that company, so good for them for updating their equipment and stuff, but you and I know whenever the military decides to get involved, it's never a good thing to have these sorts of purchases. It usually means that there's an event being planned and the troops are being rallied to the cause. And this is just bad, folks. So there's usually a false flag, and these guys are already standing ready. Yeah, right. These guys get the word 6 months before the false flag for the billionaires decide to go into a new war zone and play for whatever they're gonna go in for. China's getting real bad. I imagine these are probably going to go into the South China Sea area before they went to Russia. I would almost think that before we handle Russia, we would have to handle China. And at that point, Russia would be with us handling China, but Russia is really a Chinese partner, so they would be against us handling us. So, 88,500 folks will be deployed abroad or domestically somewhere. And it's up to us to keep eyes on where these purchases are being made. Thank you.